Let's jump right into this explainer. We're about to take a thrilling descent into the absolute darkest, emptiest pockets of space to uncover a true cosmic mystery. We're talking about the scariest places in the entire universe, voids and supervoids. Imagine, if you will, flying through space for millions of years. But instead of zipping past gorgeous swirling galaxies, burning stars, or vibrant glowing nebula, you see absolutely nothing, just pure pitch black. Which brings up a really fascinating question. What actually is the scariest place in the universe?
Well, the answer is simply emptiness. It's not some massive devouring black hole. It's not a hostile radioactive alien planet raining glass sideways. Nope. The most terrifying place in the cosmos is pure, silent, endless emptiness.
Section 1. Structure of the cosmic web.
So to really get this, we need to understand that on the largest possible scales, our universe isn't just some random scattered mess of stars. It's actually highly organized into this incredible phenomenon known as the cosmic web. Think of it as a giant three-dimensional network of matter that basically dictates where everything in the universe lives.
A great way to picture this structure is to think of a simple kitchen sponge. You've got the filaments. These are long, structural threads made of gas, dark matter, and galaxies that stretch across billions of light years. Then you have the nodes. These are the busy intersections where those filaments meet, hosting massive, incredibly heavy galaxy superclusters. Most of the universe's matter is packed right there in the solid parts of the sponge. But what about the holes in the sponge? Those are the voids, enormous, empty regions just sitting silently between the bustling threads of matter.
Section 2. Into the empty voids. The contrast here is honestly striking. On one hand, you have the cosmic nodes. They are brilliantly bright, impossibly dense, and packed super tightly with clusters of active galaxies. But on the other hand, the cosmic voids. They are extremely dark and incredibly sparse. Inside a standard void, which by the way can be tens to hundreds of millions of light years across, you might only find a few scattered, lonely galaxies. They just float out there like isolated islands in a vast black ocean. It's a terrifying level of isolation when you compare it to those bustling nodes.
And here's the crazy part. This emptiness is actually an active process. Voids aren't just static features that sit there doing nothing. First, gravity acts like a giant cosmic vacuum, actively pulling matter toward the much denser filament and node regions. Because of this, as a second step, voids slowly lose what little sparse, scattered matter they actually have. And finally, they expand. They become even emptier over time as the universe grows. Essentially, gravity is sweeping these regions completely clean, day by day, year by year.
Section 3. Supervoids. The scariest places.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 1 billion light years. A supervoid scales up cosmic emptiness so dramatically that it can stretch for hundreds of millions or even over a billion light years across in almost pure, uninterrupted darkness. I mean, if you were dropped right in the middle of a supervoid, you would look out in every single direction and see virtually nothing, just tiny, incredibly distant pinpricks of light drowning in a literal ocean of black.
And we aren't just theorizing here. A famous, real-world example of this is the CMB cold spot. This is a mysteriously cool region found in the cosmic microwave background radiation. For the longest time, it really puzzled scientists. But researchers now strongly believe this massive thermal dip might actually be caused by one of these mind-bogglingly huge supervoids sitting right between us and the early universe.
Section 4. The dark energy engine.
Now, to understand the sheer scale of the invisible engine driving all this, we have to look at the universe's total energy makeup. Everything we can see, every star, planet, galaxy, you, me, and even the invisible dark matter holding the galaxies together, all of that makes up only about 31% of the universe. The rest, a staggering 69% of the total energy content of our universe, is made up of something called dark energy. It's this mysterious force that dominates absolutely everything, making ordinary matter look like just a tiny, tiny sliver of reality.
If we follow the timeline of cosmic expansion, we see that billions of years ago, the universe began expanding. But dark energy isn't just making the universe bigger at some steady, predictable rate. Today, dark energy is actively causing that expansion to accelerate. That means the universe is getting bigger, faster, and faster with every passing second. And if we project billions of years into the future, because of this constant acceleration, these voids will become completely and terrifyingly rarefied.
So the absolutely crucial point is how this dominant dark energy specifically interacts with the emptiness. Dark energy fills all of space, even the completely empty parts. But inside supervoids, it encounters almost zero matter and incredibly weak gravity. There is simply nothing there to resist it. Because of this lack of gravitational pushback, dark energy acts far more freely, forcefully pushing the void apart from the inside out. It causes these regions to become increasingly rarefied, essentially blowing them up like a giant balloon with absolutely nothing inside.
Section 5. Cosmophobia. Fear of infinity.
You see, supervoids don't feel scary because they pose some immediate physical threat to us. There's no space monster hiding in the dark waiting to strike. Instead, they trigger something far deeper, known as cosmophobia. This is the profound fear, or deep unease, experienced when confronting the infinite, incomprehensible vastness of the universe and our own staggering insignificance within it.
It raises a deeply unsettling question. Could you mentally survive the silence of a supervoid? Seriously, imagine floating out there in the middle of a billion-light-year gap for millions of years. No familiar stars to wish upon, no swirling galaxies to map, just pure, crushing silence, and a scale so unimaginably huge that our human brains struggle to even process it. That kind of overwhelming isolation makes us feel incredibly small, alone, and profoundly lost.
Yet despite all that, these spaces are entirely natural, even though they feel profoundly alien. Voids and supervoids aren't errors in the universe. They're a fundamental, vital part of the cosmic web. They show us exactly how matter is organized and how the invisible hand of dark energy is actively shaping our ultimate fate. But at the same time, they serve as a stark reminder that the cosmos is far emptier, far larger, and far stranger than we could ever fully comprehend.
I'll leave you with this final thought to ponder. The scariest place in the universe is not a monster, it's emptiness. It's a breathtaking mix of sheer beauty and primal fear, but it leaves us with one terrifying question. If 69% of our universe is made up of a dark energy we cannot see, pushing apart massive voids we cannot cross, what else is hiding in the dark? Thank you for diving into the darkness with me today on this explainer.